Okay, this is your boy Beets, coming with an impromptu video. Hadn't really planned on making this video, but I felt it necessary to get this off of my chest and just to kind of see what you guys thought about it. The idea and sense of building a community has really been weighing heavy on my spirit and in my mind. And I think that it's gonna take us to build up our community as a black nation in order to move forward and in order to rise and empower ourselves. So in saying that, you have to understand what a community is. A community is a group of people who live amongst each other, especially if they're living together and they are sharing ownership of something. And that's something that we don't do in mass in America. We don't own a lot of things. We don't own a lot of land. We don't own a lot of businesses. We don't own a lot of schools. And these are some key and fundamental things that a community needs to survive. A community needs education. If you don't teach your kids, then what will your future be? And I think it's safe to say that we as black people in America know the answer to that far too well. We don't own banks. When we want a loan, when we want to deposit our money, we have to go to, and I'm not going to promote any banks, but, you have to go to these big banks who really could care less about you, and they really don't invest back into, your community. When you want something to eat, especially if you want to fix something for yourself and you go to the local market or the local grocer. Most of the times, we may work in those places, but we don't own those places. So again, that money's not going back into our communities. When a new house is being put up, now you really don't even see a lot of black men out there, laying the foundation, pouring the concrete, building the foundation of the business or the home. You don't see black plumbers, brick masons, so these are all things that we need to get back to. We need to be able to have influence over the policing force in our neighborhoods. We need to be able to let them know that they're there to protect and to serve us. And they have no right to terrorize us in our community. So it's not really an us against them type of thing. It's an us against us, because we have to weed out the bad seeds. And as much of a optimist, don't laugh at that, I am an optimist. But as much as I like to see the good in people, I know that there are just some people out there who are always going to buck against, seeing someone else being uplifted and being a part of that. They're going to continue to degrade the women. They're going to continue to try to emasculate the men, and they're going to continue to be leeches on the community to suck out whatever kind of financial gain that they can. And we have to put an end to those people as well. Now, as for these foreigners in our communities, and when I say foreigners, I don't mean necessarily someone who came over from across the water. I mean someone who's not a part of the black community to come in and set up a business in our community. We have to hold them accountable to where we know that they have a genuine interest and investment into the community. And if they don't, then we just have to simply not patronize them, run them out of our communities, and make sure that we don't just let that building stay abandoned, but we get in there and we open up businesses of our own, and we make sure that we hold each other accountable for seeing our communities grow, flourish, provide jobs, provide education, provide protection. And it's going to take us to do it. It's not going to take some outsider coming in, some legislation coming down. we have to really just, get up off the couch. We got to get off the corners. We got to get out of corporate America plantation, and we have to make sure we see that the future of Black America is better than what it was, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50 years ago. We have made great strides. I salute the elders. A lot of them lost blood, they lost their lives, they lost a lot of things, so I definitely don't want to take anything away from that. But at the same time, I think that we rely too much on what they were able to accomplish. And I think a lot of what they accomplished has become counterproductive to building that Black community that is able to sustain itself. So I'm not going to talk any longer, at least not on this video. So if you have thoughts and feelings, give your comment. Go to www.beetsandsweets.com. That's where I'm going to put, the little thing on the screen so you should be able to see it. Check us out on Facebook. And if you know what I'm saying, you know me personally, check me out on Facebook on my personal page. I'm out.